Grand Rising, kings and queens. I call you guys kings and queens because if you're on this channel, we put the class and class-based shooter. Me, I consider myself the king, your boy Android Centaur 5, and we are back with another video for this great game called Payday 3. And today we're going into a build video because everyone else is already covering all of the news that's coming with Boys in Blue that's being released this Thursday on the 27th. We're gonna let that ride and get back to what we know, which is the builds. And today, because of the introduction of the techie and how much crowd control I think you're going to have to use for overkill on the Boys in Blue DLC heist, I'm introducing this particular build, which is definitely necessary to have on one of your at least one player running it when you're trying to get that flawless or overkill completion. Uh, with them adding on that we can rename the loadouts now, I'm officially starting to give all of these builds names. So this is the technologically friendly. That's the name of this build, technologically friendly. Basically, it's crowd control mixed with some human shield, mixed with taking control of all the technical devices that are all around the map. Um, Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Let's go. All right, like I said, we're jumping back into doing the builds on a regular basis. I don't want the channel to be just updates and news to come. We're going to leave that to the 27th. Besides, I'm pretty sure you guys got a lot of people you're watching who is covering all of that stuff. So let's stick to what this channel was built on. This is a build that I really think you guys really should be putting into your 7 loadout arsenal because with the add-on of the techie being on every mission, the techie is such a problem. I know some people are gonna be in the comments saying, "No, I just shoot them," but you don't want to have to keep shooting those techies because eventually, especially on cook off, you just have so much coming at you with the addition of the techie that's nowhere near you a lot of times that you just need an option to be able to get rid of that. Like, you don't want to be running around the map outside taking unnecessary damage. You want to go right to your source, eliminate it, and go right back to safety. This makes it so that is feasible in a timely manner. This build, since they've made it so we can name our loadouts now, let's just pretend that I can actually put it right here right now. It be for the 27th. This is called technologically friendly. Technically friendly? Is that what I said? Is that what it's called? I'm saying it completely wrong, and I put it on here. I definitely did it. Yeah, technologically friendly. Wow, words are fun. Words are fun. But anyway, we're definitely using Joy because she's the techno geek. She is the one that is the behind all of the, I guess, cameras and masterminding of securities of the Payday gang. So of course, it just seems smart for us to use her. She's a hacker. Why not? We're going with the whole loadout from the Syntax because that's all Syntax was based on, hacking. So we're going with, she already has an LED mask, so we're going with this LED mask. Does this have a name? The Overlord. Okay. All right. Well, we're going with the Overlord into the what is this? This one have a name? Yeah, the disgruntled worker, and then we're going into, I think these are called making history. All right, yeah, this is the loadout, and then this makes it even more beautiful because this build is built on the ECM jammers, and she has one just permanently sitting on her hip. I love that. Or that could be a walkie-talkie. It looks like an ECM jammer. We're just gonna say it's an ECM jammer. She's just, yeah, she's ready to go. She's ready to take on the whatever IT problems come into what is it called? Human resources. She's just ready to come out of that server room, guns a blazing. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump. Y'all know how this goes by now. We're doing the loadout, we're doing the skills, and then we're doing a bit of gameplay to show you guys how this particular build works. Like I said, technologically friendly. Wow. Okay. Anyway, you guys have seen something similar to this already somewhere on my channel that you definitely should hit the like button on, and upvote it so it catches that algorithm, so these particular builds can spread through the community like wildfire, and you stop getting those questionable teammates when you're doing matchmaking at 3 a.m. when none of your friends are on. Let's make it so everyone's on the same page. All right, so we're going with absolutely the best shotgun that's currently in the game right now. There isn't a new shotgun that's coming with the boys in blue, so yeah, this will still be the best shotgun that's in the game. People objectively say that the double barrel is better, but overall this gun does way more than the double barrel. The double barrel is fire both shots. If you miss, you're screwed. If you hit, knocks it down pretty well. It does a heck of a lot of damage, but this is just more reliable, more consistent, especially for clearing crowds. You're not really clearing crowds with that double barrel. You're aiming at something, you're knocking it down, you're taking cover real quick, you're coming back out, you're knocking it down, taking cover, coming back out. This makes it so you can just let the whole clip go and destroy a whole doorway full of maybe 13, 20 different heavy SWAT guys instantly. Just decimate everyone. It's the best for taking care of large crowds, which is what you want this thing to do, especially with this particular build that we're doing. So yeah, we're going with the FSA 12 gauge, and I'll show you guys the mods. We got the long barrel, we got the extended mag, we got the HQ stock, we got the iron sights, and we got the vented capacitor. So that's it. Oh wait, hold on, there's more stuff, my bad. This is supposed to be the grip, and this was supposed to be for hip fire, but we're not really hip firing, so we're going with the angle stop. There you go. There's your whole load out there. Nice and beautiful. When they did the update where you couldn't log in for a while and took away all of your customs, I had to put everything back. That's why this thing isn't colored anymore. If you go back and look at my other videos, I had this thing a work of art, a masterpiece, and it's not now. So I'll put them back eventually, but I just didn't do it for this video. We're using the USB weapon charm and the computer sticker, just because we're going full IT. That's pretty much it. There is a skin on here that's called IT, but this one just works better for her because of the LED mask. She already has one. This just seems like a better fit for her. All right, anyway, this build is primarily based upon your secondary weapon. So you can pick any secondary you want, but I went with the Model 11 because it does the highest damage out of all of the secondaries. And it has the out of that, even with that damage, it's the not the highest magazine count, but it definitely knocks things down within 1 or 2 shots, which helps you reserve your ammo a lot longer than having those 6-shot revolvers, which also do a lot of damage. But statistically, according to those bars, this one does way more damage than all the other ones. Like, look, isn't that weird? Yeah, it's this one. Actually, the Bison and the Costello is somewhat worse. They're both semi-auto though. I mean, this one is just better. It's not 6 shots, and you can't raise up the ammo count on these. You can definitely do it on the Model 11 though. Either way, that's the one I'm using. We went with the grenade launcher for the overkill because everyone does sniper, and as I've been playing this game, the grenade is very, very good. People are sleeping on the grenades. We'll definitely show you how that thing works today, but people are definitely sleeping on the grenade, especially when you're doing 19 bags on cook off. If you don't know by now, All of these builds are tested on cook-off. If they can make it the full 19 bags pure, it's a good build. If your build can't do that, or you're listening to someone's who's telling you to make a build or copy their build and they are not making it through cook off with that build, you probably shouldn't follow it. I'm just going to be 1,000% honest with you. No shade to anyone who makes build videos, but if the best way to test your build is if you can make it through cook off. If you can't make it through cook off with your build, it's probably not that good. Just gonna let you know that. We're going with the light armor, ballistic armor here, because with this build it's pretty similar to the what is it, the human shield build that we have. So you're holding a hostage majority of the time, so you're not really taking much damage to your to your armor. So this gives a good balance of damage and mobility. Damage protection and mobility. So we're going with the light armor. We're going with sentry guns because, like I said, this is a crowd control build, and the only crowd control tools that we have in this game right now are the sentries. They shoot for you when you're not able to shoot, which is good. It's always someone watching your six. We're going with flashbangs for the throwables, specifically because no one reads what the flashbangs do. These flashbangs are perfect for making cops human shields, right? It says it right there. Flashbangs, getting flashbanged by a heister, I guess, makes cops the best human shields. Great. This build is mostly human shield. You need them. Just get them. Don't even question it. Do things that work for your build. And then, of course, to tie all of this stuff together, we're going with those good old ECMs. ECMs have really stepped their game up. They used to be relatively not usable, but now they are extraordinary. I would say they are almost the best ones here. Almost. No. They're definitely the most useful. Yeah, this one marks up to 15 enemies in a 3-meter range. That goes away pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can put them on a Pacific guard or employee, and it'll stay on that employee for pretty long. But once it marks those 15 people, it doesn't really do anything else after that, other than stay on that one person whose body you put it on. And for Sonics, they're really good for stopping objective secures, like when they send the sabotage team wherever they go to try to stop your progression to your heist. You can put that on that objective and blow them up from the other side of the map, because they usually get highlighted whenever they're doing something. But it doesn't kill them, it just stuns them, which is good. It makes it so you can get to them in a timely manner, but it doesn't kill them. I like it, but it doesn't kill them, so it's not entirely super useful. Micro cameras have their own, specific uses, but even still, you can also just hack cameras, and that would kind of take away from the micro. Some of the cameras do have blind spots, so you can put the micros in those blind spots, or if you just specifically want to see an objective that you have to memorize, like, I don't know, a color or a code or something, and you don't want to have to run back there, you can put the micros on it so you can always look from wherever you're at. But all in all, the ECMs just have the most usefulness at this point. They do a lot. They're good for silent runs because they stop the cameras from detecting you. They completely turn the cameras off without you having to kill the guy that's in the security room, or just shooting the camera out or blowing it up, making you at risk that another guard sees it. And on loud, if you throw it down, they act like a taser. So, and then on top of that, if you activate it on loud, it shows you different points of interest, like the SWAT van and the different cameras to your entire team. It's just great for information. It is probably the most useful tool as of right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the most useful tool, and it works really well on this particular build. Like I said, that's the loadout, you guys. We're gonna jump right into the skills, and then right after the skills, we're gonna jump right into some gameplay. Let's go. All right, you guys, we're jumping right into the skills right now, and like I said, this build is basically a crowd control that helps you deal with all of those techies that are running rampant in all of our heist missions now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. We're not doing anything with medic. We're skipping all of that. We're skipping all of ammo specialist. We're skipping all of mower. We're skipping all of enforcer. I know all of this looks crazy. You're like, man, wow, what type of build is this going to be if you're skipping all of those useful perks? Trust the process. I promise you, this is a great build that you're definitely going to want to use. I have plenty of vouchers for me. But anyway, we're skipping majority of tank. The only thing we're picking up here is clean slate. We don't ever want to run out of plates completely. We only have 2 plates because of the light ballistic. We want to make sure that we have at least one of them at all times. After that, we're putting 1 point into sharpshooter and 1 point into collateral control. This is a really essential perk to this particular build because the way your ECM jammers work is if you can shoot a zapper and the battery blows up, you can replace that ECM that you probably already used if you're using this build correctly. So since you have to shoot the zapper's battery, you don't want that to affect your teammates or even the hostages. This makes it so it only affects that zapper and the enemies that are surrounding that zapper, not your teammates. Do everyone a favor and use this perk when you're using this build. Alright, moving forward, we're skipping everything in Escapist, we're skipping everything in Demolitionist. We're getting everything in Enforcer, but we're not acing Enforcer because we already have a way to get our edge. Acing Enforcer just makes it so you get, if you have grit, you gain edge when you kill one person in 5 meters of you, when you have grit already. You don't really have to worry about that because you get edge just from aiming down sights, and it's super fast. So you'll always have these two no matter what. Everything in Enforcer is all self-explanatory. You're holding a hostage majority of the time. They're all gonna run straight up to you. You're just letting them run to you and picking off heads. And while they're running at you, they're not carrying around their primary weapons. They're switching to less lethal tactics, which I don't know how they consider using a pistol less lethal. And still kills. It still hurts. But they don't usually shoot that much. They try to run up to you and knock the hostage out of your hand, so you can have easy pickings, picking them off. And a lot of them do that when they see you holding a hostage. So, you know, it's good that they're not shooting those primary weapons at you, but they're also not shooting at their team. It's a part of crowd control. And all of these perks are based on them being within 5 meters of you. If they're all running straight up to you, every one of these are getting triggered. I think the most important one for this is definitely solid, because if you have edge and grit together and you're holding a hostage, they can't knock anything out of your hand, and if they can't complete the melee sequence, they kind of just don't know what to do. They just kind of stand there. After they try to knock them out your hand, it's like, oh, we apologize that we hit you. You're clearly much stronger than us. Please don't abuse us. that's pretty much what happens to the AI at that point. So it's a really good crowd control skill. Like I said, all of this is tying into crowd control, which you absolutely need, especially with Boys in Blue coming out, and we don't know the heists like the back of our hands, like we know these other 11 heists. Boys in Blue will be new. I definitely will not be going to lower levels. I'm jumping straight into overkill as soon as it comes out. So I need the best chance of success that I can possibly get, and these builds ensure my success. Like I said, we're getting everything out of Enforcer. Next, we're going to get Manipulator, and then we're going to get Menacing, and we're going to get Stockholm Syndrome. These, again, are self-explanatory. I'm holding a hostage majority of the match. If I do manage to go down, that hostage is going to be right beside me unless one of my teammates foolishly killed him, which I hope doesn't happen. But you never know when you're solo queuing. but I would just position myself behind that teammate, or at least off in a corner where they can't get behind me, so my teammate is less likely to go, oops, you jumped right in front of me, even when you weren't moving. Don't you love those teammates who go, you jumped right in front of me, you're not moving at all, but you jumped right in front of me. Anyway, if you get knocked down, you can use that hostage that you were just holding to pick you back up, as long as you have downs that he can pick you up with. It's very useful. Please use it. It's a no-brainer. And like I said, since this is a crowd control build, engineer is our best friend. We're maxing out engineer. We're going into AP rounds. We're going to cooling systems so they last longer. Please don't use this perk unless you're using the sniper build that I put up. This perk is not useful. It kills all of your hostages. I mean, it might blow up some enemies too, but majority of the time it does nothing but kill your hostages. Like, it's not very useful. Please don't use it. The only reason I use it on the sniper build is because majority of the time with the sniper build, I'm scoped in, so I don't see when my sentries go down, and I put those sentries far in front of me, away from me and the hostages. So when they do blow up, I also see the blow up, but it doesn't kill some of my hostages. Please don't use this unless you're using that sniper build. After that, we're going spin cycle because we want them to shoot 360, of course, and then of course we're doing dual sentries. I would have loved to have targeting fire, but it's alright, because we couldn't match it up with the other perk that goes well with that one. We're skipping everything in Gunslinger because we're definitely aiming down sights. We're not hip firing. We're skipping everything in Grifter. We're not sneaking around. This is what makes this build legendary, that you can deal with those techies. Aced out hacker, because I don't know if you guys notice or not, but if you have on hacker, you can hack pretty much anything. You can hack cameras, you can hack the drones that fly around, you can hack lures, the radios that are just placed around the map randomly. You can hack guards, and you can hack computer systems. You can pretty much put your phone to anything. So why wouldn't your phone work on those techie drones? Instead of immediately just shooting those drones out of the air, if you have this guy on your team, he can hack the drones and make them fight for you. They start shooting the enemies that are around them for a period of time until either those enemies shoot them and they blow up, or it seems like they just kind of like run out of battery life or energy and they just self-destruct by themselves. Now, you can wait for that to occur where they just blow up by themselves, or you can press the button again, whatever button activates your hack, and self-destruct that drone on purpose by yourself, which also creates an EMP blast that stuns everything around that drone when it blows up. Very useful. That way you'll have your sentries shooting, you'll be holding a guy, you'll take that turret sentry drone shooting at the other people too, so that's like 4 things being shot at the enemies, and then you can also have those debuffers. I am not 1,000% sure what the debuff drone does to them, but I would assume that it acts just like this other perk that we have in Tactician, Discombobulate, and it makes it so they have 40% less damage. I would assume that's what it does, or it could just stun them in place for a couple seconds. But that would be really great if it had discombobulated inside of it. So let's just say that it does. Either way, this is how you deal with techies. You absolutely need that, especially if you can't get to the techie as quickly as possible, or as instantly as soon as it pops up and starts to distort your HUD. This is the next best thing. And honestly, I usually let the techie stay alive a little bit longer, at least until near the end of the wave, because I use those drones to help me fight. And then when the wave is about to go away and you start seeing them run away, then I go find that techie and I immediately eliminate it so it doesn't start the next match with us. And they also drop repair kits, which go really well with our clean slate perk that we already put on. After that, we skip everything in tactician. We skip everything in strategist. Strategist is a really slept on skill tree that since this misdirection got a buff, I really would like to put in every one of my builds. But like I said, you're always holding a hostage anyway, so they're not going to shoot at you. So you don't really need dodge because they're not even going to shoot at you. Um, so it wouldn't work for this one, but it is a very slept on skill that you guys definitely should take advantage of. This is what is another bread and butter part of this build. Because you're holding a hostage, you need these three perks altogether. You need CQC specialist just to be able to, get access to these other two. Plus, whenever you grab someone, you get rush. You're always going to be grabbing someone, so yeah, you get rush. Whenever you push them away from you, when you push a SWAT away from you while you're holding them, when you have rush, it repairs your armor, which is really good. It's a free repair, plus it gives you 5% extra movement speed when you're holding that hostage. But this is what really adds the cherry on top, is this perk here called Pin Puller. If I have grit when I'm holding that hostage, which I most likely will have because I have Enforcer, whenever I throw that hostage off of me, I pull his smoke grenade, and then we get covered in a cloud of smoke that gives me a couple seconds to do whatever I need to do. Like if I need to throw him down and fix my turret because my turret took too much damage and caught on fire and it's not shooting anymore, I could throw that hostage that I'm holding in front of my turret, and under the safety of that smoke, because they're not going to shoot me in the smoke, I can pick my sentry up and throw it right back down and go right back to shooting and pick that same guy back up. Or I can shoot that guy and get another hostage. So I can, because you can only use this Pin Puller perk once per SWAT guy. So I shoot that SWAT guy, get rid of him, and get another one, and be able to have that same thing happen. But not only does that happen, but you also get another 5% extra movement speed while you're holding that hostage. That gives you a total of 10, which makes you just move at the same speed as anyone else that was walking, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much that's walking. You'll pretty much be at the same speed as them. So when everyone else is carrying a hostage and they're moving like a snail, you're like several feet ahead of them because you just move so well with these two perks together. That 10% does wonders, and there's also a few glitch spots that you can get into while holding a hostage that makes you pretty much invincible, especially on cook-off. There's quite a few spots that you can get into when you're holding a hostage with these two perks. But moving on, we're skipping everything out of Transporter. I know how much you guys love this power lifter, but it doesn't fit in this build. You don't really need it because you can't hold a hostage and a bag at the same time. So there's nothing useful about having it. Scrambler. This is what makes the ECM Jammer legendary, which you definitely should have on this build. We're acing Scrambler. One, because we can hack drones and whatnot, which is also good. But it's because when we throw down a tool, we instantly get rushed, which we get rushed from so many things in this build. But you want it at the same time that you're throwing this tool down for this particular perk right here, this kinetic short circuit. When you throw down the ECM Jammer, you activate it. When you have rush, every SWAT that you shoot, first responder, guard, all of those get stunned for 5 seconds. So it's pretty much electrical current that goes all around them. It's like you just gave your pistol a taser. You turned into the taser. And I think that's just legendary, especially when you're trying to, continue the crowd control and escort your team out as safely as possible. You throw that ECM Jammer, especially at the end of cook-off, when it's already in final wave, there's no breaks, and everyone has to make it out. You throw that ECM Jammer when everyone has a bag on their back and y'all all doing the last push for the last couple bags to the van all together. You walking right out in front of all your teammates, shoot everybody that gets in your way. Everybody that gets in your way, because there's no limit to how many people you can stun. And it works smashingly. Everyone walks out without getting touched. It's beautiful. We're using extra pockets because we want not just one ECM jammer, but we want two, because we always want to have a spare whenever we use one. And this particular skill also makes it so if we shoot, like I said at the beginning, when we shoot a zapper in the battery, we replace one of the ECM jammers that we already use. So we start with two, we use one to, let's say, I don't know, this other perk here that makes it so we can find the SWAT van. Where's that at? Oh yeah, signal scan makes it so we can find the SWAT van. I mean the FBI van. On activating this a ECM jammer, so we already know one is dedicated to finding the SWAT van. The other one is to play around with, one to stun everything around us, but two, also when we activate this, we can also find the techie and get rid of the techie and the snipers and everything else instantly. They go hand in hand, so yeah, having two makes it a lot better. Other than that, that's all that's it. That's all 28 points in this build. We're not doing anything with Fortitude. We're not doing anything with Assassin. I know you guys are looking at this and thinking like, this can't possibly work, but let me show you the magic of being technology friendly. Let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay.
Son of a bitch, the cops are already here. Take them out.
I think it's beautiful. They really stepped up the graphics. That looks beautiful. Oh, that animation was sick. Let's see if these guys know the strats. Are they just gonna run straight in? No, they're making them surrender. I love that. I love to see. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it started promising. We got another guy joining.
I have it.
The cooks must have died in the raid, but we can't leave empty-handed. You
Throwing
remember how to
these
use these
guys
labs,
in
right?
here.
I dug up Bane's old notes from your last cook on the CrimeNet archive. Looks like we need muriatic acid, caustic soda, and hydrogen chloride.
Setting up a sentry gun. Sentry gun set up.
Let's check over here. Nope.
3 bags of meth should be enough to turn a good profit.
Nope.
Just gotta decipher Bane's notes.
Nope.
They're coming
No,
from the
they ain't let
railway
them
bridge.
spawn. Nowhere else. Oh well.
You'll need to add the ingredients as I called them out. One wrong move, and the lab goes up in flames. No pressure.
Alright,
right?
so sure you guys have seen
I'm
this,
checking the recipe.
but this is the glory of using
The
this
recipe
build.
needs caustic soda.
Stop being a scrub.
Add it to the mix. Cops in the... So far, so good.
Oh wow. Oh, that's because I don't have rush. Okay, my bad. There we go. Look at that. God spot. For whatever reason, standing on top of this chair makes it so they don't do anything to you.
Cross-referencing the notes.
You're supposed to be getting a hostage, though.
Gas it up? Jesus, Bane. All right, add the hydrogen chloride.
Look at that. Getting that guy to surrender.
Sabotage squad on site. Watch out. Watch out. They called in snipers. process. Add the chemicals one at a time.
Just
And
head
don't
off.
mix anything up, or the lab's toast.
They're taking the lights out. We don't have anything for that on our
Cops
build.
cut the power. Get it back on, or the lab's useless.
Throw this guy in here. Go ahead and grab this guy. I could literally sit there the whole time, but what's the fun in that?
Time to add some hydrogen chloride. I'm 68% sure.
Come here!
Okay. Good. Good. The SWATs are using the scaffold.
Using the scaffold.
Sniper taken care of!
Took out the sniper with a pistol.
I'm checking the recipe. These notes are a mess. Muriatic acid. That's next.
Got a guy upstairs.
That's what the notes say, at least.
I killed the zapper!
Setting up sentry gun.
Sentry gun, sit up! Setting up the sentry gun!
Mix in some muriatic acid. They called in more. Nice going. You can cook that batch a little longer to increase the purity, but keep an eye on it.
What? Look how far we are away from them. It's annoying.
Do you understand?
Alright. So, shoot a little bit. We reset our perks. We never run out of our perks. We have solid right now.
Remember to
Is
watch the
anyone
map.
picking this up?
It's complete.
You're a natural.
Yeah.
Ready for another batch? Cross-referencing
You see how I
the
threw him and it
notes.
smoked all up?
Get some muriatic acid in there.
Beautiful.
Got an ammo bag here.
Face to the ground.
None of our teammates have trader perks. They're just trading things up.
It's here! Found one. I found one.
We need...
gun ready. Sentry gun here.
muriatic
Alright,
acid.
so they
That's what we
silly.
need.
Man, these
You have 30
videos gotta
seconds until the assault.
get some more traction because the fact that they just traded every
65%
hostage
sure.
is embarrassing.
Let's go for it.
Like I would think that's just like a no-brainer at this point.
FBI is here. Cops won't back off until
Alright,
you
so
take out
look,
the
you're
band's
using
fucking
this for the
antenna.
FBI
Get some
man.
muriatic acid in there.
FBI man is highlighted.
That's what the cook needs.
It must already be down. They already got it.
All right, people, here come the
Yep.
cops.
Alright, so we still got another one. We can always
Sentry gun.
get another from getting the zapper.
All right. This can't. The notes say we need lye to get the temperature up, but where?
They shot my
Oh,
zapper.
caustic soda.
They also took the door out. That should be right here. Oh, actually, no, they didn't. Okay. Beautiful.
The cops are bringing in sabotage specialists.
Alright,
Overkill
we
weapons
got a
prepped and ready. One
techie coming
They
through.
wrote hydroxide chloride. Pretty sure he means
Go
hydrogen
find that
chloride.
techie.
Try it out.
See her? All the way over there. Away from everyone. Oh, I can use
we
this
got a
for my
batch.
shield.
The purity will increase if you let it cook, but don't let it sit for too long.
Someone's stun was beautiful. Can't be mad at that.
No way you're cooking meth in the dark. Get the power back on.
She wants to keep his over here. I'll move mine. Pocket. Beautiful. Now it's gonna go chase them. Oh, it does stun him. Okay. That's beautiful. It stunned him up there. That's beautiful. So it goes up to them and shocks them. Man, just had a weird laugh. Hack that drone. It's gonna go fight them.
I can tell this isn't your first cook. We need time for the caustic
Hack
soda.
that drone.
I'm 79%.
Oh, it blew up that other drone. I love that.
One second.
We got both of our. Oh
These notes are all over the place.
no. Should have had
Is
them
that
both.
hydrogen? No. Caustic soda. That's what we want. Shh, that sound. Is that? No, I think it's okay.
Alright, we got our solid. Can't get knocked out of our hand now. Damn, he tried it.
Bane's notes are accurate. Muriatic acid. That's what we need.
Tried it.
That looks right. Cross-referencing the notes. You should hook up a tank of hydrogen chloride. Nice going. You can cook that batch a little longer to increase the purity, but keep an eye on it. Somebody help Dallas.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Watch out! I'm driving in!
I called in the van for pickup. Get ready to toss
That
in
was
the mess.
crazy.
We gonna get it all.
There's still time to use up the rest of the ingredients. Let me reopen the recipe. Checking the notes.
All right, all right.
This note just says acid. Must mean muriatic acid, right? These
That
notes,
was
it's like a mad scientist
crazy.
wrote them. I think we're good so far.
Got the sentry gun ready. Sentry gun here.
Get down or die.
They're not even running bags. So interesting group. Where is that?
That's one.
Here.
It's caustic soda. More cops on the way. They're in 30 seconds.
They didn't. Why didn't they run? Why aren't they running bags?
Two bags and counting. All right.
Killed the fucking
3 bags and counting. Throw in the caustic soda. They're coming in from the lumber mill. Don't let them get
Hey,
any
just for the
closer.
sake of the game, you got. I mean, sake of the video, I'll blow it out.
Shit, guys! I told you to be careful. The lab's out of commission, and the cops are prepping to block all our escape routes by road and by air. Grab what you've got and get to the van.
Alright, you guys, definitely put this build into your loadout. And please, for the love of goodness, like, share, comment, subscribe so this thing can hit the algorithm because you'll want it everywhere. Strawberry sweet, that sounds fire. Oh, that I don't think I have that one. Strawberry sweet. Alright, well, until next time, technology friendly. Please let it go through the community. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace out.